So I will be answering one of the most asked question right now. Anup, when do you think the altcoin season is going to start? And if it does, when would be the right time to jump on it? Because we know right now the Bitcoin dominance is clearly showing strength. I mean, the dominance is getting stronger and stronger. And also, if it does shows any sort of a weakness, then would it be the perfect time to jump into altcoins? So as you can see, I have prepared some chart which is indicating when would be the right time to jump into altcoins. And additional to that, we are also going to talk about some very interesting scenario which is unfolding right now here in price action of Bitcoin. So before I start talking about the chart, please destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. And for those individuals watching it the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now let's look at this path to altcoin seasons. Altcoin season is function of the market due to new participants flooding into crypto around the same time. This is usually triggered by Bitcoin mining supply halving every 4 years, which causes a surge in price or a sudden loss of faith in centralized fiat currencies. The duration of the phase are parabolic in nature, meaning phase 1 takes the longest and phase 4 goes the fastest. Phases overlap and can temporarily reverse before continuing, but we always end up with the mania of all seasons. So it is likely there are multiple all seasons per cycle, bull cycle of varying degrees. The biggest one being after the end of Bitcoin's bull run, when the largest number of participants enters the market. So if we look at this phase 1, it is always Bitcoin. Yes, flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price to surge. Phase 2, I mean the phases overlaps, money flows into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. So that's when we enter the phase 2, and phase 2 after Bitcoin is Ethereum. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks about it flipping, right? And overlap phase against that, I mean money is flowing into large gaps when we see large buy ups happening. So in phase 3, large gaps, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin and large gaps are going parabolic. So now the money flows from phase 3 to phase 4. Phase overlap. Regardless of market gaps, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps. So now we are in this phase 4 altcoin season, guys. Large gaps have gone full vertical and we are seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. It seems every coin is going parabolic regardless of the fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone is super excited and you feel the mania in the air, and that's when we know we are in the altcoin season. So now we have been talking about this Bitcoin dominance chart since a couple of weeks. I've been very clear with you guys. If we do see a breakout from this horizontal channel, I mean the dominance breaking above 49%, then we know the Bitcoin dominance is getting stronger, and that time the breakout from this falling trend line might not happen anytime soon. Instead of breaking here like this, it is going to be another continuation here to the downside. But we know if Bitcoin dominance gets rejected exactly around this 48-49%, just like here from the past price action, right, after approaching on this key line, if we do see any rejection, then we have to be careful, because in the past price action, this rejection has led to a pullback towards the lower trend line from this parallel channel before it started showing move here in this wave. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here, if we do see Bitcoin failing to break above 48-49% the dominance, then we know there is a very high probability for this total market cap excluding Bitcoin, this is all coins market cap, could be breaking out of this long-term resistance line. Yes, if we do break out of this long-term resistance line, then we know that will trigger a very nice rally in the altcoins market. And if it does continue, then around 900 billion to 1 trillion will be looked as the area where we could be getting gravitated, because this exact scenario has played out here in the past price action as well. The total market cap, once it broke out from this falling trend line, you can see we we started showing this bullishness, and this bullishness ended when we got attracted towards the next area of confluence, because this area was also the line of support here in the past price action. This is exactly where we came, and also exactly where we found resistance. And then again, if you go backwards and look at this one here, a very similar price formation. The price was getting rejection from this falling trend line. Once we broke out of it, we started showing this impulsive movement, and this impulsive movement also ended when we got attracted towards the next area of confluence. And only after breaking out of that, we started an actual altcoin season. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that for us right now, we are in a very interesting area. So if Bitcoin dominance starts showing weakness, then we can see this falling trend line is going to break out, and in that case we will be looking at next area of confluence around 900 billion to 1 trillion market cap for all coins. Yes guys, and that will trigger some bullish movement in Ethereum, and also larger altcoins. And only breaking out of it, we know the actual altcoin season has started, where the price goes completely parabolic. And now, beside this, let's jump into Bitcoin price action, because we know guys, Bitcoin is still struggling to continue this uptrend, but it is also holding its support around 17,000. We know 17,000 in the medium short term is very important line of support, and since the price is still above it, we have said, hey, let's not panic, because only if we break out from this 17,000 support line, then we know the upcoming days might be favoring the shorts. I mean, we could be getting attracted towards the 25,000 range before price chooses a trend direction. But for now, this exact line, which previously acted as a strong line of resistance, is holding the price of Bitcoin around 17,000. And if the 17,000 support does remain, then according to the broadening top, our price objective is going to be around 30,000 to 33,000 range. And not just only this one here, even according to the CPI indicator here in a 4-hour time frame, the area where we are right now is the area from this R2 line. So this R2 line exactly around 27,172 is also going to be acting as additional support. We are aware of that. So that's why I'm showing you, only if we break the support around 17,000, then we know the market is favoring the shorts for the upcoming days, which could be pulling the price around 25,000 range, the monthly arrow line 25,000 range, before deciding the trend direction like this. So that's why in the medium short term, the support around 27,000 is very important for us, and we have to remain above that at any cost. And now let me show you with another example why, if the price breaks the support around 27,000, why there is a very high probability of getting gravitated around this 25,000 range before it chooses a trend duration. So we know we have talked about this diamond top since a couple of days in my video, but for now, what I want you guys to look at is the area where we are right now. I mean, this here could be the decision point. I mean, in a couple of hours, the market might finally decide the trend duration, either a continuation here to the upside holding the support around 27,000, or a breakdown which could potentially lead to a reversal towards 25,000 range before choosing a trend duration, because the price objective from this diamond top is at 25,000 range, along with the CPR indicator, the monthly R1 line. And not just only the monthly R1 line, not just only the diamond top price objective is around 25,000, also the price objective from this rising, which is at 25,000 range. Since we have already broken the support, we are aware the price is showing more of a range bound, but we know once the support around 27,000 gets broken, then this lower trend line around 25,000 is going to be looked as our next upcoming target for Bitcoin. So many scenarios pointing us that maybe the 25,000 would make a lot of sense before price starts again showing any sort of impulsiveness, because even this bullish scenario which is playing out here in a weekly time frame, according to this Williams alligator indicator, any sort of a retracement, these exact lines are going to be acting as a strong line of support, which is going to be above 25,000 range, because we know MACD in a weekly is still bullish, RSI is still above 50 level, T3CCI also in a positive territory favoring the longs. So that's why this is a bullish momentum. Any sort of a weakness could be a temporary pullback before price again starts showing a movement here in this manner, because we know a retest around 25,000 means a retest from this 200 weekly moving average, which was considered as one of the most important support line, and that support line also acted as a resistance. So any sort of a weakness, since the price is above it, this exact 200 moving average could be retested. I mean, price could come back to test the support around 25,500, 25,000 range before showing a movement here in this way, because we know 25,000 is also the horizontal target support from this ideal buy for investor from Stan Weinstein. Yes, we have been talking about this scenario since so many days, and that's why we are saying any sort of a weakness in the medium short term, price coming back to test the support around 25,000, let's not panic, because 25,000 is one of the most important line of support for Bitcoin. So only after breaking below it, we know the trend is clearly weakening and we could be heading towards to form another lower low before price again start showing this consolidation. So in a weekly time frame, in a daily time frame, different scenarios are pointing us the 25,000 to 25,500 range is going to be one of the most important support for Bitcoin. And now also, according to this weekly inverse head and shoulder, the neckline is going to be around 25,000 as well. So any sort of a retest, just like as shown in an example, you can see any sort of a retest around neckline, as long as the support remains, this is still considered bullish. So that's why with so many different examples, 25,000 right now is going to be one of the most important line of support which we are not allowed to break. But for the medium short term, 27,000 is our support line. And now let's say the price after some weakness, price after testing the support around 27 one more time, I mean 27,000 support being tested one more time before price switches a move like this here as well, price coming back to test the monthly R2 line before showing this bullishness. Will it make sense? Because if we look at this pennant, and according to this bullish pennant, the upper line here is a strong line of resistance. We can see that very clearly, and lower line is a strong line of support, right? So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that if the price does show some weakness in the medium short term, gets gravitated towards the lower trend line, this lower trend line support is also going to be above 27,000 range. And after that, if the price does show any sort of a movement here in this manner, then we know it is going to be considered as a bullish pennant breaking the upper resistance line. But what also happens in most of the case, even though this is a bullish pennant, price likes to first liquidate the over leverage longs, then show a movement here in this way. So that's why, guys, that's why please do not over leverage yourself at this current stage and use proper risk management strategies. So these were all that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.